Okay, I have never played Return of the Obra Dinn before. I know very little about it, other than it's made by the creator of Papers, Please, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Papers, Please was... I think it's the game that I jump to when I try to argue for games as art. So I'm really excited to play this. I anticipate that it's going to be super boring on purpose, as Paper Please was, and I love that about that game. We are going to be extra vigilant in asking mods to clear chat if anybody pops in and tries to give clues. I have played some other games recently where I've been stuck spinning my wheels for a really long time, and that's not fun either. So the lessons I've learned from games like Cultist Simulator, if I get stuck for too long, I'll probably ask chat for help. But if you guys would like to discuss your help in Hide before you share with me, that would be great. You know, just getting a direct instruction of what to do next is less interesting than some kind of hint that I can pick up on. The Obra Dinn's a sled.
I did not see that movie, and I totally called it. But
Marty?
I had not seen that movie before. The first time I saw it, which was maybe a couple of years ago. Oh, it's probably when we went to Hertz Castle.
Lost at Sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn. Built 1796 in London, 800 tons, 18-foot draught. Captain R. Witterell, crew 51 men, last voyage to the Orient, Cape Rendezvous unmet. Contact East India Company London office for inquiries or testimony.
Now, Marty has a very piercing voice that has that sound of annoyance to it. Like, why the fuck
Wants Andrea's soup. The Honorable East India Company, attention, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims. This game is about being an insurance agent, I think. The Obra Dinn is returned, dispatched to Falmouth
really
immediately
exciting
and
careers,
prepare a
don't
full
they?
assessment. They do. 1807.
Company
I like
man
the...
woke me up.
Whoa. Voice acting.
Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
You know.
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
Oh my god, graphics. I was not expecting this. I like the color palette, but I was not expecting 3D graphics. That's really cool. See if there's anything I need on the boat. Don't think so. I wasn't expecting a female protagonist either. Does a controller work with this game? I was really expecting to have to use mouse and keyboard. It does!
Hooray!
Awesome, you don't have to hear the click-clack of the keyboard. I didn't even boot the game up to see that. That's a surprise in and of itself.
What year is this?
2018.
Oh.
That's from the creator of Papers, Please.
What year was Paper, Please?
3 years ago? 4 years ago?
Oh, I didn't realize it was such a recent game.
Yeah. Interesting. This game is playable in VR. Hello.
I think it's locked.
Yeah, the graphics are cool, I agree.
Hey!
Interesting. Nothing else to do in that room that I can tell. Guessing X means locked. What's too heavy?
Your box. You asked him to lift it up. God, pay attention. Unless it's not that, then I should pay attention.
Don't think I can pick anything up.
too heavy! Lift it yourself! It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Yeah, books are heavy.
It's true.
Remember, like, moving the boxes that were labeled books? Oof. I guess you can always distribute the books over many boxes.
Return to the Obra Dinn, a catalog of adventure and tragedy, 1807. Trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. This day to come. Expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical.
Ah, you said the thing.
Leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard.
Ooh.
Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private. Henry Evans.
Asshole.
Huh.
Alright, so don't fuck it up, is what I concluded from that.
Atlantic leg of the Far East route. Interesting.
Fun fact, the Canary Islands is the location of a gamma ray instrument called MAGIC, which recently detected really high energy gamma rays from a gamma ray burst, which I know might seem like, really? You saw gamma rays from a gamma ray burst? Uh-huh. But no one had seen them at this high of an energy. Like, the gamma ray energy spectrum is anything above, what? An MeV? Anyway, they saw them at, like, 1,000,000. No. 1,000.
Oh, to determine the fate of everyone that was on
Yeah,
the ship.
1,000,000 times more energetic.
That's cool.
And they had no canaries. That's good, because then they'd shit on the telescope, like the guys who discovered the CMB thought with their radio telescope. They're like, oh, we keep seeing this weird signal. Oh, maybe some bird shit on the telescope.
Huh. So we know one guy got hanged, he has a bag over his head.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Interesting. Loose cargo. Part 2, on the cargo deck. Bitter cold.
Did it
On the oil
used to
deck.
have ivory, or did they transport ivory? It must have the name for some reason.
Murder outside the first mate's window. The calling. Unholy captives.
Oh.
On the cargo deck. Soldiers of the sea. In the port walk on the cargo deck. The Doom. On the bow. On the gun deck. In the captain's quarters. Like sneaking into the captain's quarters. Bargain. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. Okay. I did skim through the entire book. Oh, the bargain. Here we go. Escape. In the midshipman cabin. Conclusion.
We're whalers
end.
on the moon. We carry a harpoon.
Glossary.
But
Captain.
there are no whales, so we
Head
tell
officer
tall
and
tales
command of
and
the
sing
ship.
this whaling tune.
Responsible for
Oh, he's
directing
like,
the
that's not how it
officers.
happened. He's like, I don't see you with the moonology degree or whatever it was.
Bosun. I hate the way that bosun is pronounced. It's supposed to be spelled like that on the left.
Boatswain.
Bosun.
Boatswain.
Bosun.
Boatswain. I decided it's boatswain.
Weapons. Purser. I know Purser because of Titanic Adventure Out of Time.
Yeah, you do. Dude, that shit is the shit. That
Very
game
good.
is the shit.
Helmsman.
I remember when the guy, like,
Steward.
shot me, I was just really... I had to turn it off. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm getting shot. The shit is the shit. Ah, Hamilton. A game, or a show we have yet to see. I don't think we ever will see.
Open closed book.
Maybe if they make a movie about it.
Oh, cool. There's the pocket watch.
Yay, I got a new quote!
Memento mortem, remember death. That's cool.
I remember reading a book about Vietnam, and there was a sentence in there, and I read this in, like, middle school. I don't know why this was in the library, but they had a sentence that was, those fucking fucked up fuckers in the fucking mess hall ought to be fucked. And I was like, I have never seen the word fuck used so many times in one sentence. It was very impressive.
Okay, so I can press Y to bring the book up. I can press left trigger to look more closely. Or the right stick, or left bumper.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't you say that this stream is not for mature audiences?
We try to keep it PG-13 until you're on the channel. And then everything goes to hell. If you're watching on YouTube, because this game is popular to watch blind playthroughs of. Hi,
maybe. I think, let me try to remember it.
She's a physicist.
Because they were
mad.
They were mad at the mess hall because whenever they made a certain meal, bad shit happened. And so they made a meal and then bad shit happened. I think it was about a nurse? I'm pretty sure it was a female protagonist. But yeah, I don't remember. I just really remember that.
Ooh. Death clock.
No, neither of those
clock.
titles ring a bell, but...
Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards, mate!
So there was a mutiny.
Exactly what I give you!
Oh. Did you just die?
No, I have a death clock. It's showing me what happened to this person who died. Oh, that's cool. Presumably that's the dead captain who's got an axe? Oh, maybe that's the captain who shot them in his underpants. Small clothes. That's a cool mechanic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
just a regular insurance adjuster, you know, nothing fancy in this game.
But yeah, it did not sugarcoat the Vietnam War.
Oh, what was this? Oh, right, just the bargain thing. Seeing if anything else happens automatically in the book when I do shit like that. Nope.
Yeah, good point, Six Gun.
Can't open books in the distant past. Can look really closely at his face, and I could probably compare that to the page in the book that shows the faces, right? I don't know that doing that accomplishes anything, at least not yet. Justice at Sea. It's definitely the clearest face I've seen, so maybe they're like not in full resolution until I have seen the face in game.
Oh, okay. So I just typed in those fucking fucked up fuckers in the mess hall ought to be fucked, and the first hit is Home Before Morning, the story of an army nurse in Vietnam.
I added footprints to the map. That's cool.
Yeah, apparently when they serve fruit cocktail, bad shit happens. There you go. Home Before Morning.
So I can say the captain's fate, right? Who is Robert Witterell?
Oh, I don't know who it's by.
This guy, I think. Fate unknown. Oh, that's interesting. So I can change that if I change my mind later. That's neat.
Go away.
So all I have is the picture.
By Linda Van
Read what the text says
Deventer.
again when I go into that memory.
It's got 5 stars out of 71 reviews on Amazon. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
The end. So we're going to fill in the end first. Cool. Where the mutiny occurred. Got it.
Thanks, Propagable.
Patient of the corpse, 3 others were present.
Appreciate it. You're very sweet. I assume that's a compliment.
Who is this? How did they die?
I'm gonna choose to interpret it as a compliment.
Some unknown soul and an unknown face appears blurred throughout the book.
Kind of looks like Sam Adams. Is it Sam Adams?
Identity. No.
Oh.
No one can be entered now. Trying to name them while their faces blurred would be unproductive.
Say Sam Adams.
Carry on and pay attention. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. Okay, I picked up on that. Is shot, right? With a gun. By the captain. Wait for their clues. Okay, cool. Captain, open the door. Oh, it keeps a record of all the stuff you saw. Captain, open the door, kick it in, lest we break it down and take more than those shells.
Oh, this game is cool.
It is cool, yeah. I like it. So I'm piecing together what happened on this ship from clues. That's pretty neat. 3 others are present. Oh, that's convenient. I was worried that I was going to have to pixel hunt and find all the faces here. I go to the memory, I can watch it again. Memories where this person appears to be navigated from here. Oh, and it tells you where all these things are. I was worried I was going to have to start like writing shit down. Bookmark all memories when they appear for quicker navigation. Okay, that just happens when I talk to him, I guess? Or do I have to go in and look at the person to bookmark the memory? Bookmark. Oh, it's just, I can bookmark specific ones that I'm currently looking into, so there's not, I wouldn't want to bookmark everything, that would be counterproductive. But I may as well bookmark these opening ones since I have nothing else to search for. Soul. Okay, cool. Let's explore elsewhere and see what we can find. You bookmark everything, you bookmark nothing. Right?
That's a good point.
So it's me leave the memory, presumably.
Oh, a decent sized Sigma side. Okay, so I think it depends on what field you're talking about. Because, like, a sociology field, they are gonna get above 3 Sigma. Yeah, I agree. 6 is pretty good. In particle physics, 5 is the threshold for discovery. 3 is the threshold for,
Evidence.
Evidence, thank you. Oh, then 2 Sigma. Do a p-value greater than 0.05. I always thought 2 Sigmas were
How the captain died.
I'm actually seeing a 2 Sigma in my dark matter analysis.
Must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Alright, pay attention. The guy just slit that guy's throat. He's got a mustache.
So that's not... I think this guy is the captain, question mark?
Yeah, is he in his breeches?
He's not dead. Yeah, right, he's the guy in his breeches.
Yeah, several usually means 3. 3 is a little eh.
Alright, so I have a mechanics question that Chad may answer. The last scene I saw, I felt like I was just kind of walking around for a while, and then eventually it brought up the book, and I was able to do things. Or did I actually take an action that let me do things? I guess I looked at the face in the book.
You know, if you want propagate, you can just say a couple
passed.
Sigma. That might be.
Base.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for clarifying.
Dude, why is that captain just murdering everyone?
Dude, I don't know. Let's find out. Who is this? How did they die?
That sounds less sciencey.
Stabbed.
I suppose that's true.
Killed sword. Knifed, it looked more like?
Yeah, I think it looked like a knife.
Knifed by the captain. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie. What was he saying? Where are they about? This is how most insurance adjusters go about doing their business. They have a magic death watch that lets them travel back in time and see what happened.
That's exactly what Titanic Adventure Out of Time was. You were sitting in your apartment in Britain, in London. Wasn't like, because that would make sense. Anyway, and the Nazis bombed the shit out of it, and you died. And then you're like, oh, in your last seconds, you're like, if only I could go back in time and not fuck up on the Titanic. The whole point of the game is to stop the Nazis. And if you do it all right, then World War II never even happens.
Oh, shit.
It's an awesome game. Spoilers.
Wait, I just saw a prompt. Wait, isn't there... Hold on. Am I crazy? Did I see a prompt when I walked up to this guy at the bottom of the screen?
Are you sure it wasn't those little speckles?
There was a prompt.
Oh, there you go. You're not.
Oh, okay, so if I hold the look on the person, it eventually resolves it in the book? Question mark. 2 others are present. Shouldn't it show that guy? Oh, here he is. Okay, we don't know his fate. We just know he was in this memory. So I guess what I've learned from this one is that there can sometimes be secret things in the memory that you don't see right away unless if you explore a little bit.
But you see him jumping down with a knife in his mouth, so who do you think whose side do you think he's on?
Okay, that's
I mean, he's probably trying to kill a captain.
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Well, that was the first scene.
Oh, the guy who got shot?
Yeah. So I think when we're in a sequence like this, we are at this time period, so there can be new things to find while we're here. So I've missed that prompt, right? I need to go back there. I'm just curious, like, what caused the prompt to appear? Was it me standing a specific distance away from the person? Or was it, no, it was a prompt to zoom in. Okay. So, like, if you just stand looking at something, it'll eventually tell you to press left trigger and zoom. Gotcha.
Ooh, mystery door.
This takes me back to the present.
Oh.
Death clock.
How is it already a skeleton?
Because we're doing an insurance investigation many years later after the mutiny.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's got a knife in him.
Well, that guy got his skull cracked with whatever that weapon is. So he wrestled it from this guy, who he stabbed in the neck. This guy not make it down? I think it's a different guy. No, maybe it is the same dude that was jumping down earlier.
Examined, maybe?
Bopped with a thingy.
Poked? Poke harder, damn it! I'm poking as hard as I can!
So, again, also a mechanical question. Once I've been in a scene and zoomed in on a face, have I done everything I need to do to record stuff to the book? Or, for example, in that previous scene, I recorded stuff in the book, and then after recording stuff in the book, I found the guy that was outside and looked at his face. Was there anything else that I had to do to progress that sequence, or is that as much progress as I possibly was going to make? Zooming in the face doesn't do anything to the book. Book records as soon as time runs out, nothing else needed. So, would I have to re-enter the prior scene and notice the guy for the book to record, or does the book recording just always happen, no matter what I actually looked at? Like, if I loaded into one of these sequences and just stared at the ground, would I get all the information? It always happens. Okay, thank you. Was clubbed by the captain.
Yeah, the captain is just killing left and right.
I really like the opening of this game. They make things like the captain is the easiest person to identify, and he obviously did a lot of shit, right?
So are you ever in danger?
Says the right number of people. No, I don't think it's that kind of game. I mean, maybe it is. You can, be stressed out and not do things in time in Papers, Please, but I think this is like a walking simulator puzzle solving game. Okay. Let's see if the lady we saw in the room is dead. Ah. Interesting.
Doo-doo.
Captain's wife. Oh shit.
Oh, that
She
looks like
got
an accident.
Crushed. I think she's the captain's wife. Sounds like.
Yeah, she said, I want my husband.
Yeah, this is a really just shitty day on the whole, wasn't it? Really love the graphics in this game.
Oh, wait. You think that bitch over there on the right is the captain's wife?
No, I'm pretty sure it's
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we saw her face when she was lying in the bed in the previous sequence.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's her.
Because, like, he's trying to stop her, you know?
Okay, well, there's two women back here, right? So you had a bad day. The Doom. Oh, but this is before the end, and she seemed to still be sleeping in the bedroom. So maybe it's not. Oh, the corpse was moved post-mortem. So she's just a corpse lying in the bed the whole time? I guess that's where she was eventually. Face is no longer blurred, which means they can be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Visit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study your relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifests, and artist sketches along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles. 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. Oh, this game is an extended logic puzzle. I love logic puzzles. I'm going to have to make a...
Yeah, you want me to get you a piece of paper?
No, I need to set up Google spreadsheets.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, maybe we can have a picture-in-picture of... Because that's how I used to do these. I was in like this gifted class in elementary school, and pretty much all we did was logic puzzles, where you'd be like, oh, there's 7 people in the race. And, you know, we have to figure out who had what color shirt on, and who finished first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the person who had a blue shirt on finished third, so you would put a little X in that column.
That would be an easy one. And then, like, the person, 2 people in front of the guy with the blue shirt, didn't finish first.
Is there anyone else with a Witterell as a last name? Probably is. That would be super mean. Aha, there's not! Well, it could still be like his sister or something, but...
Well, I guess saying 2 in front of him already tells you. Okay, the person in front of the person with the blue shirt did not win.
Crushed by rigging. Murder Sudoku. This may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have the information typeset into the book. Oh... I like that. Because this game would be stressful if you didn't have a way to confirm it. It probably wants me... I'm guessing that's a mistake, and it wants me to assume that. Like,
I already told you not to assume
Yeah,
that.
but no, it's fine. I can change it later, but I need to make... Like,
Just
as with any logic puzzle, you have to make some assumptions.
Wait till, you get further in this game. You're gonna quote 3 the shit.
Yeah, if you have 3 fates entered and it doesn't validate, you don't know which of the 3 is wrong, but you do know that one of the 3 is wrong. Which I think is very smart. Wow, that guy's
that's unfortunate.
not a good day. And so far, as far as I can tell, the death clock shows you Ooh, that's cool. It's new, too. Oh, I can get a death clock within a death clock?
Apparently.
Golly.
Oh.
Showing me where this other body is or something?
Well, the body was cut in half, so if it has legs, it's probably not the body.
Right.
I'm just,
No, you're right. That makes sense. It's, you're following how the game works and seeing its design space. You're correct. Ah, so there are some bodies that are no longer on the ship, and I need to do that to be able to explore them, I'm guessing.
I mean, this is true.
Whoa!
Oh! Giant squid. Oh,
well, that's cool.
Yeah. Does insurance cover giant squid attacks? Or is that a pre-existing condition because the squid was already there?
It's probably an act of God.
Yeah. I guess God made the sea animals.
It's hard to know. This is a reality where we have magic death clocks. Which it seems like if you had that power, that's probably what we would use it for, as insurance adjustment. This is like somebody made a video game out of Life of Pi. The Doom. 12 others are present. Golly. Who is this? How'd they die? No idea. Strangled, struck, torn apart. By a beast. By a terrible beast.
Turn it up.
Death dialogue is low compared to voice. Sure.
It's probably my fault. I was gonna head out soon anyway. I have a very piercing voice.
Okay, I turned it up. Thanks, Leon.
The pets. Oh, there's a guy with the circle tattoos.
Yeah, he's that. That's what I was just doing.
Oh,
I
very
was
good.
saying what happened to him. Hi, Andrea. Nice seeing you. 12 others were present. Sec, I gotta fix the... Oh, it looks like there's a setting in game for audio volume. I didn't even know there were settings in this game. I chose not to boot this one up in order to have
They told you the anchor was the setting in the beginning.
What?
They told you that the anchor was options in the very beginning.
Macintosh, IBM, Zenith, Commodore. That's funny. Maybe I'll put it on. You know, it's my favorite color. Output smooth, sharp. Oh, interesting. View, action, zoom, pause, open book. Close book. Look sensitivity, perfect. Slow slide of perfect. A parody of control. Invert look, audio volume. His hands are shaking. I guess it makes this harder to see shit. I'm just trying to find a color scheme that makes it easy for me to tell what's happening. And the Macintosh one might be the best, actually. Everything else is... That one's a little bit better. No, I think I'm going to put it back on Macintosh. Maybe the IBM? No, it's hard to get the lighting. Dark gray IBM one. That's fair. I do like using the Death Watch to get new corpses that are gone from the ship. I think this session I'm just going to try to collect as much data as possible, and then for next week I'll see if I can set something up where there's a picture-in-picture of my Google spreadsheet. If it'll be necessary, maybe the game doesn't require it. But I always solve logic puzzles with a grid like that. It's true that I need to match name, cause of death. Is that the only two things I need to know? I guess to the face. Face, name, cause of death. Oh, I'd love to do that prop. There wouldn't be a lot of room for it. God, what is happening here? Got drowned in a bubble of water or something? That's fucking weird. I have no idea what that is. Yeah. I like it. Get to the main bit quick. Throw the powder. No idea who it is. Doesn't give me an option for drowned. Can I see a reminder of what death looked like? It looks like a giant bubble of water. This is the first time where I honestly don't know what I'm looking at. Maybe I can try running the memory again with different graphics. If I back out of the book, it'll show me the memory until I choose to leave it, right? Only for the initial visit. So, I mean, I can say that he drowned, but there's no, like, arrow saying in what manner he drowned, like if somebody drowned him or if he was drowned by the beast. So... I don't know what the fuck that is. This person presumably just threw something? Maybe, let me look at a different color scheme here. Yeah, that's actually a little bit easier to see. Keep this one for a bit. Not all forms of death need expansion, so it is drowned. But the text says, throw the powder, which makes me think he was exploded. I guess I don't know how they would represent an explosion in this game when it's shaped like that. Well, Occam's razor. Drowned assumes that the beast that we see can produce some kind of magic bubble that he can drown in. Exploded requires that dynamite exists in this universe. Which, aside from having death clocks and krakens, I think explosion is more likely. We can always come back and say that it's drowned later if something else leads us to that to make more sense. But who knows? The powder could be for these guns as well. I honestly don't know what else that giant thing could be. Look really quick at the other causes of death. Froze, electrocute, probably not electrocuted. I don't think it's a mouth. I mean, nothing else on this list would have a giant, like, boom around it. I guess it's got like majesty lines extending in all directions, which further suggests it's an explosion. The line continues to it. What does this connect to? Just completely connected around his body. Yeah. No idea. Okay, so that body sticks around there once I've triggered it. That's good to know. There's another body that I missed in the room with the captain's wife. Head back over there. Bring out that one. This is the one we didn't do. I just got a bunch of chain bodies after the first one.
Abigail, your brother, my friend. I shot him dead.
Shit.
I'll be with you
As I thought.
soon, my love. Please forgive me
Interesting.
for everything.
So it is the sister. So I'll have to adjust that here soon. He committed suicide. Oh, okay. Well, now we know the fate. That could still be the wife, I guess. Open the book while examining a face to flip directly to the sketch. I think it is still his wife. I didn't realize it was the captain who was talking, but now we know what happened to the captain. Can I jump to his entry? Here we go. Oh wait, no, that's not him, is it? No, that's totally the captain. Never mind. Because it's showing me the earliest memory. I understand now. I just have to wait for the book to pop up and then I can put it in his fate. Oh, that's what chat just said. Got it. They're showing me that specific death. Sneaking into the captain's quarters. Your brother, my friend, I shot him. Okay, so we know that the guy that he shot earlier is the brother of Abigail. That assumes that Abigail's last name includes the last name of the brother. So he was shot with a gun by himself. Wait. Can I not specify that? Or is there another option? Suicide by gun. Okay. Shot the brother. What I'm curious to find out later is whether this game automatically pops up and tells me that I've gotten 3 correct and then typesets them, or I just have to look in the book to notice that. Don't answer that question just yet. This is a question you can't answer. So I've done a memory now that had a corpse within a corpse. Am I required to discover that corpse before leaving the memory? And if I leave the memory, then I lose the chance to follow it? Okay, so I might need to go back to prior murders and make sure I discovered all the additional follow-up corpses. This is a question just for my sanity and in the interest of time. Can there ever be more than one follow-up corpse within a given memory? I've noticed that you can chain corpse, 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 but can you ever have corpse, 2 or more corpses? Corpse, corpse, corpse? It forces you to get follow-up corpses. Can you go down the corpse line? Only 1 per. And it's impossible to miss one? Because I guess your pocket watch starts shaking. I might be getting my answer here, we'll see. Wondering what the 4 X's mean. I mean, there are 4 people here. Shot with a gun. Crossed off. What's Abigail's last name? Hoscut. So it could be William Hoscut if it's the brother. I love this game. This game is rad. It's way up my alley. First mate home. Well done. 3 fates correct. Ah, nice. Beautiful. Now, okay, spoiler. Will it always pop up and immediately confirm that I got 3 correct? It's question 1. Float my boat. Perfect. And will it confirm any 3, or is it like, are there 3 fates that are intertwined? Because those are all intertwined where it's the captain's wife, and the captain's wife's brother. Any 3. That's interesting. I feel like that's a really important system for this game, to give you some sort of feedback without it being perfect. Because like the problem is you don't want it to give you feedback as you enter the wrong information, because then you could trivially brute force it. Okay. Dope. I kind of get it. Is there any way for me to know, upon inspecting a corpse, whether I've already looked at the corpse's memory? Like, is there anything different on the pocket watch or anything like that? I can open the book when I stare at them. Ah, and it'll jump to a thing. I dismissed the pop-up by accident. I don't know if anyone... It probably just says, review the thing you already did or something like that. Alright, let's see. I've seen new parts of the ship, so maybe new doors have opened up to me. Pocket watch is closed. We haven't seen. I guess that would make sense because it shows you a time of death, I think. Okay, tattoos. And after, right now, I'm not going to constantly go back and review all the text from everything. But if I get stuck, that's probably what I'll do, is go and read, because I'm sure this is the biggest source of clues. I might be able to go down here now. Yeah, there's another body crushed by a cannon.
Sir, loose the cannon! This is nearly over! Watch your flank!
That guy got super crushed. thing about games like this is like, what in the world inspired the creator to make this game, you know? This and like Papers, Please. Papers, Please is a fucking brilliant game. It's one of the most outstanding game experiences I've ever had. Hey. I like how easy it is to grok this game too, and without there being an extremely explicit tutorial. Cool. They were crushed by a cannon. Find your footing. Ah, so it's already shaking, which means there's another body for me to explore. I see, this is what you're saying, that you can't miss one. That's good to know. Right, I was thinking that same thing. The 3 at the beginning work really well as a tutorial. Like, it's the captain who's the most recognizable person. You've got the last name in common, so you'll figure that out pretty fast. What was the other game? Orwell that we played recently? The first mission in Orwell is great too, because it's like the person you're investigating is a moron. Yet another Battle Royale game, but you showed up late. Alright, well, that's how they present an explosion. This time it's from a cannon going off, it looks like. Getting a chain of memories and not getting the time to internalize any one of them, right? That's why I'm probably going to do a spreadsheet for next session. Right.
Do you think light will beat the darkness? No. I think the darkness will beat the light.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's 2 deaths on this one. Exploring the design space. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's another chain thing? I need to finish this one first. But I can quickly get back to it, right? Later on. I just go back to that body. Okay. Okay, you got crushed by the beast. I'm a little nervous about some of the verbs in this game, I don't know if that counts as being crushed or strangled. I guess crushed is probably the most accurate. I might ask chat to help me out if I have the right idea for something, but I choose the wrong verb. Maybe not in something as explicit as the, you know, giant magic bubble / explosion from earlier. None of us think because we're awesome. The game allows you some leeway. Oh, so it might give you multiple answers? That's good to know, thank you. I was worried about it, like, I've played a couple of games that are verb-based, and it doesn't know what verb I want to use. This unknown soul was crushed by the beast. Okay, so I go back to the one with the 2 bodies. Which means I have to get out of this memory first to double back. So. The Doom, part 4 of 8. I believe there's only one body that I'm looking at here, and it's kind of hard for me to tell. I guess that's the second one, this guy that gets crushed by the thing. Okay, so the guy with the top hat got shot by a cannon. By accident. Don't think I know who it was that fired the cannon yet, right? Oof, this might get me too. And who is the one that fired it, right? Now, this one does in fact puzzle me, because it shows 2 deaths? Hold on. But I don't see another obvious body. I mean, there's the one that's down here, but that was its own memory, right? That was its own memory. So, I think I'm going to ask for a hint. I'm going to try to figure out how I phrase it. Can the book help me to find where this person is in the scene? I know I can do it in the other direction. I can see a list of everyone that was there, but I can't get it to highlight them on the map. Harrison the Doom Part 4. It is not possible. It might be that I just have to find them. Yeah, it's a different guy entirely. Maybe something happened on the... I can't get back up top, can I? You know, that guy died through other means. I guess yeah, I could use his hat to know that's which one he was. Am I always meant to be able to... If the book shows 2 corpses, am I always meant to immediately be able to find both corpses in this memory without diving into another memory? I assume the answer is yes. I don't have to deduce anything. Because like when I count people, there's 1, that's the dead guy. There's 1, 2, 3, but it says there's 4 others present. So where's the 4th body? So right now I'm worried that it's just a pixel hunting, go find the body that you're missing. Alright, let me think how to ask this question. Is it possible that the book will record 4 other presents, and I might not be able to zoom in on all 4 of those bodies? This is the first time I've seen 2 faces and multiple faces here, but I can't find every single one of them. And I just want to know if I'm failing a pixel hunt, or if it's possible. Because this guy's already dead, so he shouldn't be listed as one of the 4 others present. My understanding. Right, hold on. That's not that guy's face. That's not that guy's face. I can't, like, quickly get to where his face is here, right? Assume hide is blowing up. The fact that you guys are taking so long to deliberate on how to answer my question means I probably shouldn't know. So I will abandon this memory for now and try to come back to it later. I'm worried that there's something secret to the book that I shouldn't know, and that any hint you guys give me will betray that fact. Hello.
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best.
Aye.
Pete's
Pull him
mother.
back to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit. This is very logic puzzle. So we know this isn't Brennan, and we know this isn't Brennan, right? But it's going to be a really complicated spreadsheet if it's got, like, was it 60 entries? And one of these people could be Brennan. Let's see if one of them already is holding the surgeon's kit. More bodies here. Interesting. No comments. Okay, I take that as meaning what I said earlier. There's something that I haven't grokked yet about the book. Perhaps that I shouldn't completely trust it? New chapter? Escape. Love that you start at the end, that's great. Don't need our help. That's even more puzzling. This guy, like, bled out, didn't he? I didn't even notice that alive was an option. Yikes. Okay. Pete's mother, I tried my best to pull him back to save him. Bring the surgeon's kit. I guess he's not dead at the end, right? So I think it remains unknown. But we did see a corpse, that's what triggered the death watch, so maybe not. We'll have to see. I'll go back to the main timeline and see if there's a body there or not. I feel like like I probably shouldn't stress too much about getting everything right now. I can probably just collect as much data as I can and then go back and review it later. Alright, so there is one corpse in here. Could be that guy. It's such a wild concept for a game. Died from lack of life.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Long in media res. In media res and media res, right? That guy got wrecked. Shot, it looks like. I think that was the dude that was in the room calling for Brennan with the surgeon's kit, but I'm not 100%. Watch cloud thingy? Oh, right. It's a pretty cool soundtrack. Is the audio balance better now? Can you guys hear okay? It's not too loud. Blaring at you while you're trying to think. I think it's fine. But Yahtzee probably just needed something to complain about. This guy got shot with a gun by who the hell knows? Somebody. And we got a body directly behind him that clubbed him. I wish I could use variables in this. I'll probably use my spreadsheet for that. Because I can name each of the 60 people A, B, C, D, you know, and then uppercase A, B, C, D, and then 1, 2, 3. I'd probably just use numbers, actually. So I could say that, you know, he was clubbed by X, and then later if I know who X is, I get more information.
You have a plan? Yes.
Sneaky knife man. Well, that's a variable, whatever I end up using.
Hey, who's there? Mutiny! Mutiny! Bastard! No!
Interesting. Jesus. That's pretty brutal. Well, that's the guy whose death I just did. Maybe I need to go back and fix things. Definitely seen this guy before. What are things in adults' life that are useful but they may not need that often or think they need? There's a lot of embedded deaths in this one. It's a complicated question. Pants? Versus a non-adult's life? I guess I could just go through my Amazon order history and an electric can opener. Because our manual can opener is broke. The bidet. Though that's an everyday kind of thing. Alright, I gotta step back. This guy definitely got fucking super shot Maybe they both got shot, but I thought I was looking at the same person those last 2 times. It's this dude, right? No? Hello. Later, 6gun. Is this only on PC, or is it on consoles?
Let them go!
Oh, nice. This is a really, really long chain of memories. I feel like the guy with the bag over his head being forced to walk the plank is going to be really interesting later. Because this one, if you're not paying attention, you could assume he was shot by this guy. Oh nice, that lady murdered that man. Adorable. Yeah, I think when I make my spreadsheet, I'll prep it before stream. What was the game I used a spreadsheet for? La Mulana? I guess I use one for Subnautica as well. But anyway, I'll prep it and try to have it ready for the start of stream. I'll see if I can set it up in a picture-in-picture. This person got shot to death. By who the hell knows? Oh my god, there's like 6 nested deaths in here. Kitties, be good, please. That was an unnecessarily long death trail. I guess it's because it was right in front of me and they wanted to have me follow it.
Last one. Move quick. Boy, you'll not take the last one.
Oh, look out!
By the time it's the music, that makes sense. Guy got sorted, which is different from you. I guess they didn't have stab, they have knifed or sorted. Arrowed! I was gonna ask whether there's always 1 death per memory, but we know that's not true now. We've seen at least 1 memory that has 2. Kraken. Here's another question. Think of how to ask it. Oh, I lost my train of thought. No, wait, no. All right. Does solving a trio of individuals ever unlock further progression on the ship? Or can I do no solving whatsoever and just get all these vignettes unlocked and then in a long extended session try to solve everything at once by revisiting them? It's a little stressful to be like, I need to be solving things with each subsequent. Solving is not necessary to see everything. So I could go through and just unlock everything and have everything be in the book, and then I can use the book to reaccess a memory, or do I always have to approach the corpse again? I love that it's killed sword. You have to walk back each time. Okay. I guess it's convenient to not have the time limit for the vignette to end. The book maps their locations. Okay. I think I'm going to do that then. I'm going to try to unlock as many vignettes. I mean, obviously, if I can solve something, I'll try to. But I'd rather just gather all of the raw facts first. Yeah, I've noticed the conversation just plays again in the background when you're walking around. I bet the bummer about this game is the same bummer with a lot of adventure games, is you can't really play it twice.
Put me down. Let go. Easy now. You're in a bad way. Is the squid? Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone.
Frenchman's gonna come up later. My spreadsheet, I can probably make a set of indicators like French, German.
It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
It's not cursed. It's just really, 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 really unfortunate, that's all. Well, that guy totally bled out. Pretty disarming. Totally reasonable. Curses. That's insane. I do like the Death Watch. Like, I wonder if the game started with the Death Watch, if it tried to do everything exclusively through like leftover clues, or it decided it had to do flashbacks, or if that was a core part of the original concept. I don't think blood is an option. Capitated, drowned. Expired? Oh no. Speared, spiked, strangled, struck. Should look at everything that has a drop down. Mate was torn apart. Beast is dead. How did you kill it? Left with the storm. So, let me think of how to ask this question. This guy probably died as a result of bleeding out from his arm being cut off. But something cut his arm off, right? Maybe it got clawed off or axed off or crushed or cut off. Is the game looking for the verb that caused his arm to be removed? Torn apart, I don't think is appropriate in this case. If bled out was a verb, I would use it. How do I find out? Well, what I'm trying to ask is... I'm very sorry. I have a legitimate mechanical confusion. If bled out was an entry on this list, I would enter bled out, right? But it's not. So really what I'm asking is... I understand my question in my head, but I don't know how to phrase it without sounding like I'm begging for a clue here. It's honestly, it's a mechanical confusion. It's not, I'm not trying to get a hint, if that makes sense. I'll just leave it blank for now, it's fine. I figured it out for myself. Okay. I saw a new area open up down here. I think I have to get out of this memory first. That was like 6 memories deep. So it'll be a while before I mess around with any of those. Oh, okay. So this pops up disappearances. Ah, interesting. So once I have seen all of the events of a chapter, it gives me a list and it tells me whether I saw the deaths or if there were disappearances that I just simply didn't account for, I guess. Right, so there should be 6 accounted for deaths and 4 disappearances. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got it. That's cool. So the end, I know who just about everybody is except for this person. Alright, let's keep going. Like I said, I'm not gonna go nuts trying to solve stuff today. My main goal is to populate the book as much as possible, and then all at once I'm gonna go back and try to fill in the information that I can. Maybe I saw a way to get down there, maybe not. Interesting. Nothing in the back here as far as I can tell. Can I see the Easter egg?
Better here.
Death clock always works.
Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
Here?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
What did not happen on board the ship?
On a farm, Charlie.
Mind your shoes now.
Oh, it does show us being on the boat. Interesting. It's unexpected. So one of these people is named Charlie. Mind your shoes. This guy. Presumably. That's cool. I thought it might just be a fun Easter egg, but it looks like it actually has some consequence. That guy's got a monkey. I like that they have the flies to attract you to corpses too, or I wouldn't have noticed that on the wall. Bitter cold. Large cow was slaughtered for its meat. Okay, it just fills that in automatically. That's fair. Oh, God. I've got more stuff I want to do there, but I want to find the guy that's Charlie. I kind of wish these weren't well, I guess they should be mandatory, otherwise it would be really frustrating to totally miss one. That's kind of why I want to go through and find all of the vignettes before we try to do any solving. Otherwise I'm going to get stressed out whenever one of these memories within memories triggers. That way I can just go back to everybody one by one and try to record my information as best as I can.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh shit. I was wrong.
Andrea came over to talk to me. I thought
like 535.
Whatever the I'm right quote is. I don't think there is an I'm right quote.
Andrea was wrong.
I know it happens rarely. It was in fact the captain's wife. Just making sure. Just making sure.
No, it's true. I do shit like that.
You do sometimes look shit up.
Like, the plot of the 50 Shades of Grey shows.
They must have picked it up at the last
I felt like they were important culturally and that I should know what they were about. And I think I agree. They portray BDSM very poorly.
We'll see.
Anyway, that's all.
Died of consumption. Prop Gable says, that was very important, Andrea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
BDSM trio. It's gonna be relevant to the plot eventually, just you wait.
What, BDSM?
The extent to which 50 Shades of Grey accurately portrayed BDSM, healthy BDSM relationships,
I mean, we're
is like at the core of Return of the Obra Dinn.
During their downtime.
If you want to watch a good BDSM movie that's a realistic portrayal, you should just watch Secretary.
Secretary's the shit! I fucking love that movie.
So Shades of Grey, it's all black and white. Da-da-da. Alright, they died of sickness. Succumbed to a tragic illness. Another one, really. course. I like that you dismiss the clock noise. Alright, so Russians and people who speak Hindi. This guy's probably Syed. I'll have to read the dialogue again. That's the other thing. It's like I hear a quote in the dialogue, and like I immediately want to go look at it and write something down. But like having to wait the 20 seconds is just long enough for me to forget what was important. And then I go to bring up the book, and then there's a chain memory. So yeah, I think this is the right way for me to do it, at least for my sanity, to unlock all the vignettes and then go back and do each one of them in turn. Looks like that could be a Syed. See if there's other Hindi names on the passenger manifest. I wonder how much external information you need to be able to beat this game. Like, for example, knowing that someone at this time would have likely changed their last name and maybe kept their maiden name as a middle name is sort of an external information thing. Kind of a social test. Stop your cheating. About yourself. Go drink something. Say that's Syed. It's probably a passenger. Someone Syed. It's several passengers from India. Like recognizing the Cyrillic, for example. Drink something. Probably just illness, but I can't say for sure, so I probably shouldn't specify. Well, I guess I'll know later if it was wrong. 22 others are present, Jesus. Stop your cheating. Alright, so these guys are probably Russians. This is where I need to have my, oh, it won't let me enter any detail. Oh wait, no, hold on. I wish I could put in, like, tentative information, like, I think this person is Russian. But that's what I'll use my spreadsheet for later on. Oh, if you say try anyways. Can I say... Oh shit, not officer. Can I say unknown region? Or only unknown, like, passenger? Because it looks like it lets me pick from a group. Unknown midshipman, unknown topman, unknown seaman, only unknown role. Oh, there's only... How many Russians are on the ship? There's only 2 Russians. There are different voices. Oh no, there are 3 Russians. So, one of these, all the 3 people playing this game are the Russians. Got it. It's interesting. Hi, Ethan. guess I should probably read through the glossary real quick and see if there's a way I can do. Is there a quick way for me to jump chapters, get back to the table of contents? Oops, do that. Topman. Working above the deck in sails and rigging. So one of the Russians in the manifest is Topman. So would he have anything on his person that suggests that's his role? Alright, let's see. Only appears in this one. He appears in 7 memories. The fact that he appears in so many makes me think he might be more important. He was on the stern deck. He was leaving. Well, I think this is going to have to wait for me to have my logic puzzle, what do you call it, spreadsheet. Just going to get as many vignettes as we possibly can in the meantime. Doke, looking for new bodies. I don't think watching any of those vignettes unlocked doors. That's maybe they. This game reminds me of Her. That was a really cool one. Where you also had to piece together a story. That was from interviews. You didn't have the knowledge of what you were seeing was always truth. Tricky part of it. I think if the clock face is fixed, that means I've already seen that one. I can also press the book button. Her story, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Is it good? No, I haven't seen Her. It's one where he's like dating an AI or something. I wish I could mark doors as I don't give a shit about this door. Easy for me to lose track of which ones I've already been in, or for them to stay open after I open them would be nice. Pretty sure I've been in that particular set of doors many times now. Nice, we already did that one. It says I should have enough to know this person's name. Interesting. Bring the surgeon's kit. So each each death corresponds to a single page in the book, right? Crushed by a cannon. So I'll know I've seen all the vignettes if I have every page populated, right? Hello. Shitting over the side. Oh. The bad shits. Daenerys shits. Oh, okay, well, he was pooping, but that wasn't the end of it. Poor dude. ES. Oh, he drew the thing. That's interesting. It's a cool exploration of the design space. Don't shit on a kraken is the moral of the story. Pooped on a squid? Bad idea. Not gonna win you the favor of any cursing entities. ES. Should be a passenger, presumably. Oh, Edward Spratt, artist. Make sure there are no other artists on the list, just to be 100% sure. Given that any 3 being correct locks them in, I'm concerned that I'm going to accidentally lock in one that was really easy. You know what I mean? Should have been crushed by a beast, right? I'm gonna waste my lock-ins on ones that I should just know anyway, because they're obvious. Going over the side of a ship sounds difficult, no kidding. Next level Obra Dinn. You really want to do the optimal meta of this game. Try to avoid locking in obvious things until the late game. And then lock in 2 obvious ones and then one you're not 100% sure about. I do think that's perhaps the most important mechanic in the entire game. I bet that was the result of some iteration.
Bloody Dane.
Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
We'll have to listen to the voice actors later, too.
Nice. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't!
He's holding some kind of book. I think my spreadsheet's going to get way more complicated than I initially expected it to be, because there's a lot of nouns I can associate with people, like specific objects they're holding, country they're coming from, words they've used in dialogue, presumably. I'll probably start by assigning a variable name to everyone on the ship. And just a note section, right? I can probably do that through insert notes in the cells. How trivial is it to alt-tab in this game? Fairly? Okay, so we can just do it like we did, what was it? The Witness, where I'd consistently alt-tab into paint.net. This person got clubbed by who the hell knows. You bloody Dane. I wish I could say unknown region. Well, he's probably Lars, right? Because I guess that's why his portrait's in focus. I guess this is part of the problem of getting all of the vignettes immediately, because I lose out on some information when a face comes into focus as the immediate result of a vignette without further vignettes. Because once this is done, many of the faces are going to be in focus, and I won't actually know why. An unknown attacker. Do the X's on the log indicate the person who died speaking, and the other voices are as yet unknown? Okay. It's okay. Hopefully there aren't any clues that are only solvable by noticing when the vignette procs. Guess we'll see. Worst case, I could go back and watch the VOD and fast forward and look for entries that had a resolved portrait the instant I popped them up. 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Interesting. Must be one of the people from China. They're all topmen. The Doom had a sufficient amount of Doom in it. This unknown soul was clubbed. All right. See if I'm missing any obvious doors so far. Let me review the book really quick here. What does the black square actually do in the corner up there? So remove all bookmarks, I'm not really using them. Bookmarks I've selected, I see. We'll do bookmarking later. Loose cargo I haven't resolved at all. So it gives me a clue of a place to start for each of the chapters, is the thing that's circled, presumably. I see. Looks like I got stuff to do on the cargo deck. Let's go do that. Hmm. I think we only ever want to bookmark one thing at a time. Let me make sure I know where the cargo deck is. I do have a map of the ship here. Ship. Main deck, gun deck, orlop deck, cargo hold in the very bottom. Which I don't know that I've been able to access yet. I guess we'll find out. Cost you an hour? Yikes. I'm sure there's already a billion things I haven't noticed. There's this staircase here. Here we go. Oh no, it's fine. I'll look through it later. Presumably I need to find a memory in which someone opens this path. That's been the pattern so far, right? Like a door will show as locked until I see a memory where someone tries to open it, and then it lets me in. I thought I saw one that was like that, where someone was trying to go down one of these stairs already. But maybe it was what got me down to this deck from the gunnery deck. Orlop is what it's called. Orlop. Alright, well, I don't think I can do the cargo hold yet, so let's look for other circles here, not on the cargo deck. Outside the first mate's window. Generally that's upstairs. I'll look at the diagram here again in a second. In the port walk. Port walk, first mate's window, tomb is all done. Bargain, we don't get to the end. Guess that removes some degrees of freedom by making information that you can't solve until the end. It kind of helps you, prevents you from brute forcing. Okay. This game actually isn't stressing me out so far. I'm having fun with it. I was worried that I would be stressed by being stuck on stuff, but I guess I haven't gotten to the point where I'm stuck since I'm just looking for vignettes right now. Second mate, first mate. So let's get up to the gun deck. Now, Papers, Please did stress me out, but that was because of the time limit. And that game is meant to stress you out. Like, that's kind of the whole point. Outside the window, hey.
On your toes.
Go back!
Here.
Captain! Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us! Give it
All the Chinese crew members in this. Pretty sure anybody that has a fancy hat has to be an officer, but that's one of those, like, you know, external information things. I guess it might clarify that in the glossary or elsewhere in the book. Now that I kind of understand this game better, I might read through the glossary in those sections of the books more closely. Interesting. Catalog of Adventure and Tragedy. Murder. Moida. This is a deduction rating. I haven't seen this yet. High rating means it'll be more difficult to deduce this person's identity. Oh. I wonder if that actually corrects for the problem I was just describing. Like, I wonder if a... let me use my words here. I wonder if I discover something early and the portrait comes into full resolution instantly upon first visiting it, that those will tend to have a single pip, and that later ones have more pips. So that it isn't lost information necessarily. Shit, I wanted to put the cause of death for that one. Well, he got shot. A gun. By who the hell knows? She is Chinese. Let me see if I can try anyways. Do I know my Mandarin names? None of them are obviously female. I think Hung is pretty traditionally male. Zhang is traditionally... Could be Li or Li. We'll see later. Do you like the way it blackens everything out and makes it easy to find the corpse when you do the chain death? This game is wild. I had no idea this game was going to be a 3D explore the ship kind of a thing. I thought it was all going to be in text. Really neat way to do it. I love when I consume no media about a game before playing it.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Muslim, okay.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and
Right,
thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
That guy is incredibly dead. Foremost in royalty. Oh, they're from Formosa. I see. Don't know her deal yet. Wait, that's not right. Right, I have to wait for this to end, don't I? Shot by a bunch of people. See if I can get my unknown officers here, right? First mate. If I can deduce anything else about the people who don't have fancy hats. I've heard of Formosa before. That's definitely Mandarin. Oh, but that was the previous one. I keep confusing. I keep thinking I'm looking at the text for this one. The old name of Taiwan. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That... Got it. I didn't know that. You've been found guilty by self-confession. Was super shot. Can I can't pick multiple answers, right? There's not an... Oh, executed? No. Oh, crushed, decapitated, eaten. Illness, knifed, poison, shot, speared, spike, strangled, suicide, torture. Huh. Alright, it is not possible for me to select multiple attackers, right? If I select one of the attackers and they were in fact responsible, will that count as accurate? Will it give it to me? Shit. Well, so much for that plan. Okay, thank you.
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Signore Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Oh, hello. Yes. All fine here. Just, sorting some things.
Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
Interesting. Edward Nichols. Sweet. Ireland, Poland, Italy. Oh, interesting. So the wrong person was executed for that. I like it. I can't see what he's doing, though. Stabbing him? Knifing him? Oh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Like a secret of some kind? Like a magic conch shell down here. Oh, this is the murder chapter, and that's the safe that's in the title of the chapter. That's interesting. Well, the second mate is Dick, turns out. And an unknown fate. I think he was stabbed. I'm trying to think what else he could have possibly been. Knifed by the second mate. I think we just got 6 right. Yay! Wasted him though. They're easy ones. like the music on those. Cool. That'll help me get more context later on, too. That is not good. People are having a bad day. Shot with a gun. But he wasn't shot with a gun. Ah, that's why you guys didn't give me an answer. Clubbed, presumably by Edward Nichols. Who's the one that was put to death then, I wonder? I guess technically the other guy had a bag over his head. So it could have been someone who was protecting him or something. What's going on with that magic conch shell? Very cute. Very cute indeed. Right on, chapter 3 is done. Alright. Let's see, what other chapters can I check out? Cargo deck I still can't get to. Let me go back and check out the bag head too, and make sure. I might have a clarifying question to chat about that. Port Walk. I think that's the only other one that I should be able to go to now. Maybe Lazarette, but I don't think I'm allowed to do any of that yet anyway. Right. This guy, right? Okay, I have a question, folks. I cannot see this guy's face, and he has a bag over his head. To date, the watch has been successful in taking me back to the death of the individual noted. So my question is my... Oh my god, kitties, please be careful. Is my book always accurate in identifying a victim, in selecting their picture, I should say? Like, is this person that I'm looking at 100%, oops, is it 100% this person that's highlighted here? It is. The book will not lie. Okay, thank you. That's why I was confused before. I appreciate it. So we don't actually know who shot him. But maybe we can put it together if I watch the vignette again real quick.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder.
Don't know who you are yet.
Of Nunzio.
I read into that because everyone was like, no comment when I asked about, can I choose anyone who shot him? I also wondered if maybe he had been clubbed and then...
As captain of this ship, and by the authority
I don't know any of those people yet.
Company, and
oh well.
Thus the Crown of England.
Unknown officer.
Sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men.
Okie doke. Let's look at the book. Let me review this really quick. Use the pocket watch from the identity of the on board. Blah 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 blah. Affairs, the ship. So I'm marking everything relevant here. Deck plans, passenger cabin, bosun. Oh, that's nice that you can actually hover over it if you remember what the thing looked like. Stewards, port lock. where we want to go. It's down in the Orlop deck. Alright, and I'm gonna quickly reread some of the stuff in here now. Check marks are ones that are confirmed correct, not just fully filled out. I think that's right. Oh, and I can at a glance quickly see collapsed portraits. Okay, that's good to know. Let's go to the glossary. Run the ship, serve the captain's request. Equipment required. Charge weapons. Ship's doctor. So what I can probably do is I could make a reasonable list of people who are not any of these roles, which will help me to, what's the word, rule some shit out. I can make a pretty good grid if I do everybody's name and then, I guess everybody's picture. I can't do everybody's name because I already know which names are associated with jobs. So that would be useful. Alright, looking for the port walk, which is somewhere that I should be able to walk out and around on the outside of the ship. Probably see a body on the inside. Thought maybe there'd be something in here. Well, I might be on the starboard walk right now. Starboard is the front of the right of the front of the ship. Thank you, God of War. Oh, wait. I don't remember which way is the front, so it doesn't really help me. Oh, hello. Hi, friend.
Secure the hold.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Did you get shot by accident? I've seen this guy before. Huh. Apparently I should already know. Oh, but he's 3 pips. Tricksy hobbits. Can I look through the port, the little hole, and see what it is? You like the synth bells? Whoa, there's a giant fucking evil crab on... What the fuck is that thing? It's not so much that it was cursed. I think he was shot by accident. I can't see who that is. Nope, I don't know who got cleared or why, but if you guys wouldn't mind discussing stuff in hide, just so I don't see it. If you type !hide before your message, I will not be able to read it, but other people in chat can. We're trying to be as blind as possible for this. Yeah, I can't really tell if he got stabbed or shot, to be honest. And I think they, by design, I can't make it through the wall to look more closely. I mean, there is somebody back there with a gun, but I can't really investigate them from here. So that's a cool exploration of the design space where like a memory will trap you in a space and you just have to recognize the face from other contexts. I think anything else extends outside of the range of the memory. I could probably use the book entry. The others were present to see if I can recognize the face, but it doesn't show me where in the image they were present, right? I don't think so. Maybe that thing's sticking through the wall, I don't know. Hi, buddy. You having a bad day? Guess I've seen those spines before. Hey, are we gonna get down to the cargo hold now? I guess that would make sense. They would give you the clues and make sure you can see all the vignettes.
I've got you.
Oh shit, I'm enjoying this game a lot. I completely lost track of time. It's 5 o'clock, isn't it? Let me wrap this one up and then we'll save. Oof, poor guy. I guess now I can see this thing better. Gross crab monster thing. Maybe clarify some faces, as I bet they're in a similar position to when that guy got killed. Now it's 5 o'clock. I bet Andrea would like this game. I might try to get her to play it on her own once I finish it. I've got you, don't move. Give me that gun. Alright, if I quit to title, it says auto-saved. Okay, cool. Should be good. Cool. Thank you to everybody who voted this up. That was a treat. I'll let you know what's coming up next week. I'm going to try to prepare a spreadsheet between now and next week so we don't have to do the preparing of the sheet on stream. And I'll try to go over it at the start of next session.